Hello, who's ready for story time today? What do you think we should read today? I think I found the perfect book. It's called A Little Old Man by Natalie Norton. Do you see what he's wearing? Looks like he has a raincoat on and a rain hat. Inside cover is a picture of a fishing scene. Can you see all the different kind of creatures in the water there? Here's a little old man. Looks like he's pulling his boat ashore. And on the front cover or inside page, we have an anchor by the ocean. It says, once there was a little old man who lived in a little house on a little island in the middle of a great big ocean. He lived all by himself. He was a smiling little old man with no hair at all on the top of his head, but he did have a nice white beard. Every day, he washed himself and dressed himself. He cooked his own breakfast. He thought it would be fun if he had someone to eat with. He was a very busy little old man. After breakfast, he swept his front house inside, and then he worked outside. Sometimes he worked in the garden. Sometimes he worked on the roof of his little house. That's a pretty little house, huh? Sometimes he went fishing in his rowboat and caught fish to fry in his frying pan. But the little old man had no one to talk to, and sometimes he was sad. He thought he would be very happy if he had a cat. At night, he dreamed of cats, big cats and little cats, black cats and gray cats, and sometimes little kittens. One morning, when the little old man woke up, he heard rain splashing on his roof. What do you think that is? I'm guessing it's rain. When he went outdoors, the wind was blowing and the ocean waves were getting bigger and bigger. Oh, that wind is blowing good. Suddenly, a huge wave came and carried the little old man's house right out into the ocean. Oh, that's terrible. There the waves tossed it, and the wind blew it until the little old man could no longer see his little house. Or could he? There was something far out in the ocean. Could it be his house? No, it was a boat. The wind and the waves pushed the boat right up onto the island where the little house used to be. When the rain stopped raining and the wind stopped blowing, and the little old man went to see what the house was like. He walked around the outside. It was a big boat, bigger than the little old man's house. And on the deck was a little boat, smaller than the little old man's rowboat. Then the little old man went inside. He found a bedroom with bunks at the sides and a kitchen as neat as could be. The little old man looked around and said, "Oh my, what a wonderful house this would be. I will live in it until the people who own it come for it." And then the little old man heard a sound. Purr. Out from under the stove came a cat. Purr, 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 purr. Out from under the stove came 1, 2, 3, 4 kittens. The little old man was as happy as any little old man could be. And so he and the cat and the 4 kittens lived together on the boat. They swept it on the inside, and painted it on the outside. They went fishing in the little boat. And caught fish to fry in the frying pan. No one ever came for the boat, and the little man was never sad or lonely again. Can you count the kittens? The end. What do you think of that book? I always liked that little man. But that was a pretty bad storm to take his house out into the middle of the ocean, huh? And what a surprise! He gets a boat in return. Well, you sleep tight and dream of kittens just like the little old man did. Goodbye.